All right, EV fans, welcome back for another deep dive. This time, we're going to be looking at everything that went down in week 46 of 2024.
And it was a pretty eventful week.
Yeah, new models hitting the market, some game-changing tech, even some hiccups along the way.
Right, definitely seeing some of the growing pains as the EV market really starts to mature.
Exactly. But hey, that's what makes it exciting, right?
Absolutely.
Well, let's jump right in, shall we? One of the big stories this week, Mahindra. They're about to launch not one, but TWO new electric SUVs over in India, November 26th.
Keep an eye on that date. Big implications there.
Yeah. Imagine the scene in Chennai. Everyone's going to be talking about these things.
Well, it's more than just buzz. Mahindra, they're a big deal in India, a really trusted brand.
Right.
And them getting into the EV game could really push things forward over there.
All right, well, speaking of innovation,
Speaking of,
Donut Lab. Have you heard about these guys?
oh yeah, very interesting what they're doing.
It's like building an EV with Legos.
That's a great way to put it. They've basically created this platform, right?
Well,
With all these interchangeable parts. So instead of EV makers starting from scratch every time,
yeah,
they can use these building blocks and just, boom, put together different models much faster, too.
that's got to be huge for the smaller startups, right?
Absolutely. They don't need massive factories anymore.
Right.
And I think in the long run, it could mean we see way more variety in the EV market.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
More options for everyone. Okay, let's zoom over to China for a sec. Always got to keep an eye on China when it comes to EVs, and week 46 was no different. BYD, they're still the top dog, over 94,000 EVs registered. Pretty solid.
Very solid.
Tesla, they're still doing decent numbers too, though a little bit down from the week before,
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
for sure. But there's another company I'm really watching, Xiaomi.
Xiaomi, interesting.
Yeah. They make smartphones, but now they're doing EVs too, and their numbers are climbing.
That just shows you how mainstream EVs are becoming over there.
Yep, it's not just a fad anymore.
Definitely not.
All right, well, not all the news was sunshine and rainbows this week. Hyundai, they had to issue a pretty big recall. Over 145,000 EVs and hybrids in the U.S.
Yeah, that's a significant
The
number.
potential problem with the electric drive system
Hmm.
could lead to a loss of power while you're driving, which, not ideal.
Yeah, that's not what you want happening on the highway. And some popular models are affected too, right?
Yep, Ioniq Q5, Ioniq Q6, even some of the luxury Genesis models.
Wow, okay. So pretty widespread.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind if you own one of those. But look, recalls happen.
Absolutely. Part of the industry.
It's how companies respond that matters.
Yeah,
And from what I've read, Hyundai's taking it seriously and working to fix the issue.
good. That's what you want to see. All right, so remember how Tesla opened up their supercharger network to other EVs?
Oh yeah, that was big news.
Big news, and you know what that means? Adapters.
Adapter.
Yeah, because most non-Tesla EVs use the CCS standard for charging.
Right.
So they need an adapter to plug into a Tesla supercharger. And the demand for these things? Through the roof.
Makes sense.
Electron, one company making them, they're pumping out like 12,000 adapters a week.
Wow. Just to keep up.
Just to keep up. It really shows you how fast the whole charging landscape is changing.
It's wild. Okay, last but not least, we got to talk about Jaguar. They're getting a whole new look.
A makeover.
Yeah, and it's all about their electric future. The classic growling cat logo, gone.
Wow, really? Gone completely.
Gone. They're replacing it with a sleeker, more modern leaping cat.
Huh. I kind of like that. It's like they're shedding their old skin,
Yeah? Embracing the new era of electric performance.
Makes you wonder, what other big car brands are going to reinvent themselves like this?
Well, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
We're seeing it more and more. These legacy car companies, they're realizing that the EV revolution isn't just about new models.
Right.
It's about a whole new identity.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, what does this mean for the future of transportation? What are we going to be driving in 10, 20 years? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, keep it plugged in, and we'll catch you next week for another deep dive.
See you then.